Carter Hart's lawyer finished her cross-examination of EM. This is part 1 of my day 13 recap. If you're new here, I've been covering this trial every single day, so if you want to be up to date with everything that happens, make sure you follow for more. Every event I'm going to talk about in this video is still all alleged at this time. His lawyer started asking EM about her saying the phrase, "Don't let her leave, she's crying." His lawyer said the first time EM ever mentioned any of the men saying that was on Monday when she was being cross-examined by McLeod's lawyer. EM said she'd never been asked that question before, including in 2018 when the police were investigating. She said, quote, "I'm sorry, being 20 and having just gone through that, I didn't think to get into every word they said." She also said she didn't think she'd physically be stopped from leaving, but felt the men did not want her to go. EM testified that in 2018 she was asked by police, "Did they do anything to make you stay?" She says she told the officers the men said, "Come on, don't leave." His lawyer then said the words, "she's crying, don't let her leave," have much more of a criminal and severe implication than EM's original statement. EM then pushed back on the lawyer, said, quote, "I stand by it. I was just trying to get the words out. They didn't want me to leave, and they made sure I didn't by walking me back to the bedsheet." EM told his lawyer that she was just trying to explain the details to police in her own words 3 days after the night, and then his lawyer responded, "When did you realize in the last 7 years that they said, 'she's crying, don't let her leave,' saying that adding a twisted little nugget of what happened made it sound more criminal?" EM told the court that it was really difficult for her in the days after the alleged incident to explain what happened to her. His lawyer then said, quote, "The reason you invented this story of the men saying, 'Don't let her leave, she's crying,' you want it to be more likely that the jury will see this as worse than it was." EM then responded, "I am saying my truth, my story. I'm not trying to make it seem any worse than it had. I think the jury could read into the police statement and still see it was bad. I have no reason to come up with a worse version." His lawyer then asked EM about a player in the hotel room who was speaking French. EM said that she remembered one of the men speaking French and she was able to identify him in the photos that the police showed to her. EM says she spoke French back to him but doesn't remember what they said. His lawyer also questioned EM as she is the one who leaked the lawsuit statement of claim to the media. EM responded, "No, definitely not. My understanding was that it would be private, that I could move on." After EM went to the police, she was told she could go to the hospital and undergo testing through an SA evidence kit. EM told the nurses that because of her symptoms, she thought she had been roofied. While in the hospital, EM provided urine and blood samples for a number of tests, but the nurses there told her that a urine toxicology report would not show any signs of the roofies because it had been more than 72 hours from the time that she might have ingested them, and then EM declined to have the test done,